Tathagata, and nothing comes to him in between to hinder him. 8. The preparation of longing for the body of a Buddha consists in that, after he has seen a Buddha frame, he never again becomes lacking in attention to the Buddha, until he becomes one who has reached the knowledge of all modes. 9. The preparation of the unveiling of Dharma consists in that the bodhisattva, whether the Tathagata is still visibly present, or whether he has gone into parinirvana, demonstrates to beings the Dharma, helpful in the beginning, helpful in the middle, helpful at the end, good in sense, well phrased, perfect, and complete, and in that he reveals the holy life perfectly pure and highly cleansed, i.e. the discourses in prose and verse mingled, predictions, verses, summaries, origins, thus was said, birth stories, expanded text, marveled tales and expositions. 10. His preparation of truthful speech consists in that as he speaks, so he acts. 1. The perfect purity of morality consists in the non-attention to disciple thoughts and to pratyekabuddha thoughts, and in the non-attention also to other dharmas which make for bad behavior, or cause delays on the road to enlightenment. 2. A bodhisattva's gratitude and thankfulness consists in that, coursing in the bodhisattva course, he does not throughout the round of birth and death, forget a small kindly action done to him, much less a big one. 3. He is firmly grounded in the power of patience because his mental attitude to all beings is free from ill will and harming. 4. The experience of joy and zest consists in the maturing of all beings. 5. This is the manifestation of the great compassion that a bodhisattva, who course on the pilgrimage of a bodhisattva, thinks that for the sake of the weal of every single being will I roast in the hells for eons countless as the sands of the Ganges, until that being has been established in the Buddha cognition. 406. This fortitude, this indefatigability, for the sake of even one single being, that is the manifestation of the great compassion. 6. A bodhisattva's respect through faith 407 consists in that, through being always humble, he has an attitude of faith. 7. His reverence for, and faith in, the instructor comes from the fact that in his instructors he sees the teacher. 8. The search for the perfections exclusively and entirely is the state of searching for the perfections, without doing anything else. 1. The insatiable desire to learn much. 411 is the insatiableness which thinks that whatever has been taught by the Buddhas, the Lords, either here in this world system, or in the world all round in the 10 directions, all that I will retain in mind. 2. The disinterested revelation of the gift of Dharma consists in that a bodhisattva demonstrates Dharma, and does not expect for himself even enlightenment as a reward for that gift of Dharma. 3. The dedication of the wholesome roots to the purification of the Buddha field is the dedication of the wholesome roots by which, purifying the Buddha field, he purifies the thought of himself and of others. 4. His indefatigability in measureless birth and death consists in that, supported by his wholesome roots, he matures beings and purifies the Buddha field, but never feels any fatigue, until he has fulfilled all dharmas and the knowledge of all modes. 5. The establishment in a sense of shame and a dread of blame means the shunning of the thought of all disciples and pratyekabuddha. 1. He does not abandon the dwelling in the forest, i.e., he transcends the enlightenment of all the disciples and pratyekabuddhas. 2. His fewness of wishes consists in that he does not wish even for enlightenment. 3. He has contentment, in that he does not put his mind even to the knowledge of all modes. 4. He does not abandon the austere penance of the ascetic practices, that is, his patient acquiescence in the deep dharmas which his meditation discloses to him. 5. His non-renunciation of moral training consists in the non-observation 419 of all moral duties. 6. The loathing for sensuous qualities is the non-production of a sensuous thought. 7. The production of a thought connected with disgust consists in that he does not turn to 420 any dharma. 8. His renunciation of all that is his consists in the absence of seizing on inward and outward dharmas. 9. The uncowed attitude of mind means that his thought does not get cowed in any of the foundations of conscious life. 10. The disregard for all things means the non-attention to all things. 1a. He avoids intimacy with householders, i.e., he passes on from Buddha field to Buddha field, is reborn apparitionally, and appears with the shaven head, yellow robe, and upper garment of a monk. 1b. He avoids intimacy with 423 nuns, i.e., he does not stay with a nun even for the time of the finger snap, and yet does not feel troubled on that account. 2. A bodhisattva avoids jealousy about the families of the faithful when he thinks to himself, I should bestow on beings all that makes them happy. But if those beings are at their ease, simply by their own merits, then I should not grudge them that. 425. 3. His avoidance of the places where one meets society consists in that a bodhisattva will not stay with people who talk as the disciples and pratyekabuddhas do, and who may give rise to thoughts connected with them. 4. He avoids self-exaltation by the non-reviewing of inward dharmas, and 5. The depreciation of others by the non-reviewing of outward dharmas. 6. He should avoid the 10 ways of unwholesome action because they cause obstacles to a happy destiny, how much more so to the holy path and to full enlightenment. 7a. He avoids conceit because he does not review any dharma, how much less its superiority, which could make him feel conceited. 7b. He avoids arrogance because he does not review that entity with regard to which arrogance could arise. 8. He avoids perverted views through his non-apprehension of all entities. 9. He avoids doubt because he reviews all dharmas free from the doubts engendered by the view of individuality. 10. He avoids the toleration of greed, hate, and delusion because he reviews no objective cause for greed, hate, and delusion. I.A. The bodhisattva should fulfill the 6 perfections, because having stood in these 6 perfections, the Buddhas and Lords, and the disciples and pratyekabuddha, have gone, do go and will go to the other shore of the flood of the fivefold cognizable, the past, the future, the present, the inexpressible, the unconditioned. 428. I.B. 1. A bodhisattva should disciple thought, and 2. Pratyekabuddha thought, because it is not enlightenment. The path. 2. 3. He should not raise a worrying thought, because that is not the path to enlightenment. 4. He should not produce a thought of annoyance when he sees beggars, because that is not the path to enlightenment. 5. He does not become sad even when he has renounced all that he had, because that is not the path to enlightenment. 6. He should not be distracted by beggars, because that is not the path to enlightenment. A bodhisattva does not seize on 1. A self, or 2. A being, or 3. A soul, or 4. A person, because, absolutely, they do not exist. 5. He does not seize on annihilationist views, for no dharma is ever annihilated, since all dharmas are absolutely unproduced. 6. He does not seize on eternalist views, because a dharma that has not been produced cannot become eternal. 7. He has no notion of a sign because, absolutely, defilement does not exist. 8. He does not form false views about causes, because he does not review such views. 9. He does not settle down in skandhas. 10. Elements, or 11. Sense fields, because through their own being these dharmas do not exist. 12. He does not settle down in that which belongs to the triple world, because the own being of that which belongs to the triple world does not exist. 13. He does not attempt to do something about that which belongs to the triple world, because such an entity cannot apprehended.